Hey, what's up, droners? Before we get into what we do so well, we love doing this and we love being able to create for you. And if you feel that what we feel is we want to be able to have more content that brings more value to the drone and the droner community, the continuous way we're doing, there's a way to support us, and it's called Patreon. And Patreon is a subscription-based service that allows creators or people to support creators like myself and other YouTubers or anybody like that to be on a subscription basis, to be able to donate or be able to give to them and to make it so they can create more. We want to put more droner videos out. We need more resources to do that, and you can help us do that with Patreon. So the link is below. Check it out, support us. We have different landmarks. If we get to $1,000 a month, then we're gonna be putting out another video a week. So we'll be at 4. If we get to 2,000, we'll be at 5. The kinds of videos that we're talking about making are higher production value and really being able to show you more tutorial-based videos, as well as videos that just have like a lot denser of information, like, oh, how do you fly your camera drone better? Or how do you do the camera settings? And things that take us a lot more time to go out into the field and do. So pretty much the more you support us, the more we're gonna be supporting you right back to be giving you more information about the drones you care about and the drone community that you are a part of. So let's do it. Droners, what's up? And welcome to another Droner Dialogue. And today is going to be a little bit different. It's mostly because I actually wanted to follow up on some stuff that we had talked about before. If you had seen 2 of my previous Droner Dialogues, you'll know that I had been having an epic battle with DJI in regards to the repair service for the drone that I was having. The Inspire one's having an image transmission issue. Quick recap, just in case you haven't watched those, is that pretty much, I'm gonna give it to you as quickly as I can, is that I had an Inspire 1 Pro that was having image transmission issues on the master and the not master controller. That's what I call it. And it was having its like intermittent transmission issues where the screen would turn green and it would have other things going on. Like you just wouldn't be able to, do the things professionally you need to, because one of the most important things when you're flying outside of being safe is being able to understand the image that's happening. Because if you don't have a good image at the end of the day, then there's no point to fly in the first place. So you need to be able to have a reliable image that's coming back to you as you're flying, and that was not happening. So I was like, all right, well, I don't know how to fix this, but the people who built the drone probably know how to fix it. And I looked online in some forums and stuff, and there's people who had mentioned it, and they didn't really have a good fix. There's just kind of like a workaround using like going into like the actual direct channels. So I was like, all right, cool, that didn't work. It kind of sort of worked, not really. Let me send it in. And so I sent it in, and that became a whole thing. Like I sent it in to DJI. They didn't acknowledge I sent it for a very long time. Then I had to force them to acknowledge that they had my drone. Then they're like, oh yeah, we do have your drone. And I was like, send it back. And they're like, cool, we'll send it back. It's gonna be fixed. They sent me a new drone that was not fixed. It was actually a lesser version of my drone that also had not all the stuff I sent with them. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, you should probably watch that video. And I was really pissed. And then they sent me another one that was a brand new drone. So that's where I am now. So they sent me another drone, and this is like months later, 4 months in. So then they were like, so after all that crap, you can watch the videos to figure out how much crap I went to. They sent me a brand new Inspire 1 version 2.0 with the vibration plate. And I was like, yes. This is all I wanted. So me and my drone flying partner took it out and was like, all right, well, let's put it through its paces and make sure it works. Guess what the first thing that happened when we took out this brand new drone? The very first issue that we had after updating it, doing all the things we were supposed to do, image transmission issues, still. And my flying partner, Dominic, was brilliant enough to understand that maybe there's something more that we should be doing. Maybe it has something to do with the system itself and not an actual bug with the drone. Or something. But he pretty much was like, hey, we need to figure out a way to have a stronger connection between our controller and the drone so that these kind of things will never happen again, because this is part of our livelihood. And he found the thing called the Conquer antenna system. And he went and took it upon himself to install this thing, which is an incredible piece of equipment. It's just like a big flat thing that just goes on top of your controller that just makes it so that you have a stronger connection to the drone, and it works like a charm. So I'm really happy about it, but I'm really sad that I had to spend 3-4 months plus $300 on a whole separate system that's not even DJI to be able to get what I needed and what I had initially for a very long time. What has changed between when I first got the Inspire to now that made it so that I had image transmission issues? Your guess is honestly as good as mine. Is it the planned obsolescence, kind of like iPhones do? Another theory of mine. But either way, is it planned obsolescence from DJI to make us want to buy the Inspire 2? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate any of that. I don't feel like that's my place to do that. But I will say that the Inspire 1 is not working like it used to when I first got it. I will say that. And you know, as I just put into a Droner News article, if you can figure out what that bug is that's making the image transmission issues, DJI might pay you anywhere from $100 to $30,000, which I would be really appreciative to as well if you can figure that out, because that's a real problem. And I don't think everybody should have to buy something like a commander system to be able to have reliable image transmission. So the moral of the story is there's always more than one way to skin the cat, but this one was incredibly difficult. It took a really long time. So first story, that was the first story today. Second story I have for you guys today is that I've been having issues with my Mavic. My Mavic has been having issues with the forward-facing sensors, and it's pretty much saying that I need to calibrate them, right? And it is not letting me calibrate them at all. It just won't do it. It's like, calibrate the sensors. I'm like, cool. And it's just like, I'm doing it, and it's just like, nope, not working. I'm like, okay, well, let me do it over here. Nope, nope. And it just doesn't work. I cannot calibrate the forward-facing sensors. So I was like, all right, well, let me do this the old school way. Let me directly plug this into my computer and use the DJI Assistant 2. And that is the program that is supposed to be able to really dive into your drone. If you've never used the DJI Assistant, it's not the most useful piece of technology in the world, I'm not gonna lie. But it's meant to be able to help you dig deeper into your drone when you connect it to a computer, and be able to do some form of calibration. Specifically, this exact form of calibration is what it's supposed to do. And guess what, guys? It didn't do it. So honestly, that's actually the entire story at this moment, because that was today. That was me playing with that drone today. And this is, for once, something that I'm actually going to put it out there into the droner community and ask a question. Has anybody else had that issue with their Mavic? Has anybody else had their forward-facing sensor issue where they're just failing and it's not failing to calibrate and it's just not working? And if so, what did you do to fix it? Because I could use some help with this, and it's really annoying me. I don't need, see, the thing that's difficult about this is that this is not like the image transmission issue where you don't need forward-facing sensors to fly a Mavic at all. Like, honestly, I'm not used to having any form of sensors on most of the drones I fly. So for me, it doesn't really bother me. But at the same time, I want to be able to offer that solution to you, and I also want to have a drone that's fully functional for all the things that it can do. So it's not like I'm going to die without it, but if you guys have something that can help, I would really appreciate it. Leave it in the comments below, and whoever may offer something that does fix it, I will give you a huge shout out on the next Droner Dialogue, and possibly like an air hug. Like an air hug. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So either way, let me know what you guys find out. Let me know what you think. And also, let me know if you guys have any ideas of any other things you want me to talk about on Droner Dialogue, because I can keep talking about the jobs that I get, or I could talk about things that you guys want to hear. So I'm open to both. I'm open to whatever. Let me know. Let's do it. Droners, thank you for checking out the shortest version of Droner Dialogue we've ever done. But if you want to see the longer ones, because they are pretty awesome, we got them right here. As always, you can go ahead and click right up here, because we have the greatest drone intro video ever. You should see it. It's really cool. And if you want to support us or just be looking like me, because we have these t-shirts for sale, you should go ahead and check the link out below. It's really dope. And if you want to support us, you can go ahead and subscribe, because that shows us that you're here and to pay attention and you like what we're doing. We really like that. And we also really like it when you stay fly.